The Arctic is warming 4 times faster than the rest of the world. An important climatic indicator has been misreported by a factor of 2.
Here's a summary of the article.
It's almost a mantra in climate science. The Arctic is warming twice as fast as the rest of the world. The researchers say, the Arctic is warming 4 times faster than the global average. Researchers have long known the world warms faster in the far north, because of a phenomenon known as Arctic amplification. Jacob's co-authors include researchers who oversee several influential global temperature records, and they noted the faster Arctic warming as they prepared to release the global temperature average for 2020. The researchers found Arctic warming has been underestimated for a couple of reasons. As has been known for centuries, the Arctic Circle is a line starting at 66.6 degrees north. When researchers lump in the lower latitudes, you're diluting the amount of Arctic warming you're getting, Jacobs says. I'm one of the people guilty of using the 60 degrees mark. I guess a large number of people are. One open question, he adds, is how much of the fast Arctic warming comes from human-driven climate change versus natural variability.
This post received a score of 6,600, with an upvote ratio of 95%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
So doomsday is approaching 4 times as fast. Good to know.
May you live in interesting times.
To be honest, polar amplification is well known in the scientific world. Another phenomenon up there is called the albedo effect, whereby the melting snow, ice creates more and more dark patches for light to be absorbed in. Less light gets reflected away into space, so these surfaces store the heat instead. Melted surfaces create more habitable areas for us, so humans have kickstarted their developments on land quicker than in previously iced-out areas. It also means that creatures who typically enjoyed life on ice are now coming onto land and meeting humans, which doesn't usually end very well.
Wait, so if we painted all of our roads and buildings and roofs and cars white, we could partly, measurably, affect atmospheric temperature over 50 years? What if we put straight-up mirrors all over our solar panels and then store that energy in mechanical batteries, water reservoirs? I know it wouldn't prevent warming, but could it mitigate anything? Like, the carbon isn't actually warming us, right? It's the sun thinking face thinking face thinking face.
Some cities are already requiring light-colored or white roofing. And it helps. A little. But we're about to lose a glacier the size of Florida. So we're going to have to do a lot more. Added. And greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide are still the major drivers in the warming. The loss of light surfaces is just adding to the suck.
Methane is so much more effective at trapping heat than CO2. A large portion of fugitive CH4 comes from landfills, even with mandated methane capture. We need to waste less and find ways to make landfills safer.
With all this global warming, the tundra is melting as well, releasing more methane. It isn't looking good.
Does this mean we are double fucked or fucked too?
Does it suck that geometric progression is the win at this point?
All while our world leaders collectively do nothing, man, we're fucked.
We've been fucked. The only question was how fast and how hard. Not saying we all give up and do nothing, but at some point people are going to have to recognize that it's already too late to fix the slow-motion train wreck we are all living through.
The recent indicates warming will stop quite quickly after net zero is reached. If you're curious about the science behind that, one way to combat that disinformation campaign is to realize how much change has already taken place. There's lots of work to be done, but tangible progress has been made.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.